In life, crises rarely ask for permission before they hit. Sudden financial burdens, tough career decisions, and external pressures usually arrive without warning, upending the routines we thought we had under control. When that turbulence hits, our first instinct is often to hunker down. We pull back, find a safe psychological corner, and wait for the surrounding chaos to blow over. A problem emerges when the crisis doesn't pass quickly. When the pressure stretches from days into months, the strategy of simply waiting it out breaks down. Surviving prolonged, uncontrollable chaos requires a counterintuitive approach. Instead of hiding from the environment, you eventually have to be willing to step directly into it. The book of Matthew, chapter 14, outlines an ancient historical event that offers a direct look at the mechanics of maintaining composure during modern chaos. The account describes a group of disciples trapped in a small boat during a fierce overnight storm. It represents the ultimate loss of human control, pitch black, battered by waves, and miles from shore. In the middle of this panic, one disciple, Peter, receives an unexpected directive. He is told to step over the edge of his only perceived source of safety and walk directly toward the unknown. What happens next establishes a specific rule about crisis management. The determining factor between walking through a storm and sinking into it isn't the severity of the environment, but the exact target of your focus. Taking that first step out of the boat requires a high level of resolve. You have to actively tune out the overwhelming roar of your external circumstances to lock on to a single guiding voice. Driven by an unbroken focus on the objective, Peter actually manages to do it. He leaves his comfort zone and successfully takes a step onto the turbulent surface. But human attention is fragile. Eventually, instinct forces us to survey the terrifying chaos surrounding us to assess the threat. Peter takes his eyes off his guide and looks down at the crashing waves. Looking at these two equations reveals a direct link between what we see and what we feel. When focus stays on a promise, faith naturally builds. But when focus moves to the problem, fear multiplies. The result of that distraction is felt immediately. Panic takes over, and the weight of fear and responsibility starts to pull the body down. The true danger in any crisis is never the objective height of the waves. It is the subjective misdirection of focus. As he sinks, Peter's response is a raw, three-word plea: "Lord, save me." It is the reaction of someone whose logic, strategy, and physical strength have completely failed. We often assume that if we lose focus and falter, we have to swim back to safety using our own strength. We expect to be left to fix our own mistakes before help arrives. But the scriptural record notes the intervention was immediate. The split-second human capability fails, a hand reaches into the mess to pull him up. This rescue doesn't depend on the disciples' ability to maintain perfect internal focus. It relies entirely on the powerful, unyielding grip of the rescuer. Divine rescue is not a reward for perfect behavior. It is a guaranteed reaction to a genuine cry for help. It is easy to look at the fierce winds in your life and conclude that you have been abandoned. We often equate rough seas with God's absence. The narrative suggests that the storm isn't a sign of abandonment. It is the specific stage where spiritual power becomes visible in a way you couldn't experience on dry land. This changes how we define peace. Lasting stability does not require the surrounding environment to be completely calm. The same authority capable of eliminating the storm entirely often chooses an alternative route. He gives you the ability to walk right on top of it. Ultimately, your stability relies on the one holding your hand while you navigate the tempest. If this look at navigating life's storms brought peace to your mind today, we invite you to become a part of our community at Throne Room Prayers 1. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone who is currently facing heavy winds, and drop your prayer requests in the comments below. We will see you in our next approach to the throne of grace. May the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, guard your heart today. Blessings.